Got a Ford Ranger XLT here, trouble light. I was trying to change the spark plugs. Tune it up. It's going to be a simple tune. Take a couple hours for me because I'm not real familiar with it, not real experienced with it. And it didn't go well. Where is the spark plug? Got to the spark plug underneath the exhaust manifold here. XLT is real compact. You have to remove three things to do one thing. Got to that spark plug, and it did not match the other 7 spark plugs. The Ford Ranger XLT, 2.3 single overhead cam engine, has 8 spark plugs on 4 cylinders. It's a 1994. It was I don't know, was a technological idea, and the one spark plug underneath this exhaust manifold. You're supposed to remove the exhaust manifold according to the Chilton's manual to change the spark plug, and it didn't happen. And when I tried to remove it, it twisted off, leaving the bottom half of the plug in the hole. Okay. When I tried to remove it with an easy out, I tried the larger easy out, and it didn't fit. I was just spinning, and I finally realized it was shouldering on the spark plug hole. It wasn't going down in there, so I finally ground it down. Ground down this top edge here, about a millimeter for the top 1/8 of an inch or a quarter of an inch here. I ground it down. No problem at all. However, prior to figuring that out, I put the 1/4 inch easy out on a 3/8 inch drive with a 10 millimeter socket that fit or a 1/4 inch socket, excuse me, that fit the easy out. Stuck it down in there, and it hooked on the end of the spark plug, pulled it out, and dropped into the cylinder. This is what's left of it. So this 1/4 inch easy out was down in the cylinder because I did not duct tape it on. I finally caught on, and this easy out is duct taped on. And when I stuck this in, and the bottom of the spark went click and just unscrewed. Finger tight, wasn't cross-threaded or anything, no problem, got it out. However, at that point, I had a 1/4 inch easy out down in the cylinder, and I actually wasn't even sure it was in the cylinder because you're going through so much stuff and you can't see very well. It could have just fallen off, but it wasn't duct taped on, and what had happened, it hooked on the bottom of the spark plug that was still in the cylinder hole, and it dropped off into the cylinder. I searched around for it with a magnetic tool, a little telescopic magnet. Should have just picked it right up like that. Didn't happen. Easy out's magnetic, probably was stuck to the side of the cylinder. I couldn't even see it or find it. When you go in the cylinder hole, you can't get to the bottom of the cylinder, this side of the cylinder, because it's restricted, and it was probably stuck right to there. Magnetically stuck to it. Made the mistake of turning the drive motor to move the cylinder to see if I could get better access to it. Heard a kind of a noise, a chinking noise, and finally discovered that what had happened is the cylinder had moved up, crushed the easy out into 3 pieces, and also knocked a hole through the cylinder. So after that, I was able to find 2 of the 3 pieces. I still have not found the bottom, the 1/4 inch of the top of the easy out, and I also found out that I damaged the cylinder and the piston. knocked a hole through the piston, knocked a hole through the top of the piston. You pushed it, so the piston come up, caught the easy out, slammed it again into the head, knocked a hole through the cylinder, and crushed the easy out into 3 pieces. Two ideas to this whole thing. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. Don't, when you drop something in there, do not use the drive motor. The correct method is to begin to tear the engine down, pull the fan belt, pull the timing cover off, and then use the crank drive. That's the mechanical way, the manual way, and you're still going to be looking blind, still going to be hunting blind for that easy out or that nut or bolt or whatever it is at the bottom of that spark plug, whatever has been dropped down in there. I'm now going to demonstrate the newer method, a better method. This animal is a $120 keyhole camera, or cylinder camera. You go through the spark plug hole. You go through the spark plug hole, and you can see into the cylinder. It's got 4 buttons. It's got an on-off button. I'll push it on here. You see the little green light comes on, and the camera comes on, and you can see the engine turning the coil. You get about 3 feet of coil camera wire, and you can see the engine. Here's the battery in the corner, and nice view screen. You can lighten it about 8 times. You can I think this is focus, and you can also switch the rotation, top, bottom, left, right. And let's see, let's get this back. Okay, I think that's back to normal. You can, and it's only $120, and it's got a cable in and cable out to a VCR or a DVD or a TV or anything like that, any kind of recording device that you want to use or viewing device that you want to use. And there's a little light, and to go into the cylinder, I would just take this. I happen to know the hole is a little bit off to the right, so I'd kind of bend this off to the right. You still have to kind of snake around. And using the little light, I would look down here for the cylinder, the spark plug hole, pretty much straight in. Let's see if I can find this here. And take them in, spark plug, the cylinder. There. Okay, yeah. There's the spark plug hole. Let's see. Let's get a better look at that off to the bottom there. Let's see. Oh yeah. There's your spark plug hole. Go straight down into it, and you can see the cylinder on the camera. Now I will, and what you, but if you, it's hard to see from here, but this is a hole through. This is the top part of the cylinder. This is flat. This is a hole through the cylinder, and the head, or the piston and cylinder have a small hole here that the easy out knocked through it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hook this video feed in to the VCR here, so I will lose the main camera here, but you will see this view screen will become the entire picture, and it's a bit enhanced by comparison to this. So there'll be maybe a momentary blackout here. The camera will still be recording audio. That's still plugged in. and I think I'm good. I think I'm in. And now you should be seeing this view screen will be the entire view, and you can, again, at the bottom right corner here, you can see the hole knocked through the piston. This is the piston, this is the cylinder wall, and here's the hole that I put through it with the easy out. And you could search around the cylinder depending upon how well you aim this or how different you aim this. Bend this wire. Let's see if I can get after the other side a little bit here. Takes a little doing. And there's a spark plug hole going down into the cylinder, and you can see this now. It's aimed at the left side of the cylinder. That's still the top side. Pretty hard to get to the bottom. Right? Aim it down, bend it down a little bit. Let's try that. Bend it down just a hair, so it gets to the bottom portion of the cylinder. And yeah, okay, yeah. There's a little better view. You get more of the bottom. You can see some little debris in there. I think little shapes and shavings. And you can turn this around, and you then by angling the wire, receiving wire, you can view top, left, right, and bottom of the cylinder or whatever you're going into. They advertise drains, check drains, or underneath heavy things, washing machines, refrigerators. You can look for things, and get a pretty good view of what you're doing. Pretty good view of what you're doing. Let's go back to the hole. There's the spark plug hole, and again, view screen there. There's the cylinder hole through the cylinder, piston head. $120. Hook up to a device, TV, DVD, VCR. Pretty good. You can reorient the picture left, right, top, bottom by pushing a button. You can see you get a little more brightness on it, a little more focus, a little brightness. So contrast, that's biggest contrast. You can see the contrast a little better there, brightness and contrast. And pretty much 4 AA batteries. Pretty small, pretty easy to use. Don't knock a hole through your piston, your cylinder. Use a device like this, or be real thorough with a magnet. Know what you're doing. I wasn't sure where I had dropped that. I'll switch back to the main camera here. I wasn't sure where I dropped the easy out. I didn't think to use 10 cents worth of duct tape, a little more common sense with a magnet, a camera like this, and I'd have been home. Half an hour job to change the spark plug. Now it's a complete rebuild on a '94 engine. Going to be hard to find parts. Anyway. Don't do what I did. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. Get yourself one of these cameras, and be a lot more careful than I was, and don't knock a hole through the cylinder. Try one of these cameras. $120. Auto parts store. Real nice, real slick. Maybe a whole bunch of uses. Again, refrigerators, drains, toilets. The snake. It's a foot. You get about 3 feet of snake underneath seats that you can't get to. Anything like that. You let your imagination be your guide. Okay, thank you. My bad.